Today, we are going to use the library's catalog to help you narrow down the topics that you have for class. So, your instructor gives you a really big topic, and we're going to help you to narrow that so that you get the best results and you end up with hopefully an interesting paper for yourself. All right, so let's say we're going to start here and we're going to look at your instructor says, write a paper about a current event. Okay, so that could be anything, a current event. Let's say pandemics. Pandemics are in the news. I'm going to say everything the library has access to, whatever it is, I probably want to see it. All right, well, that's 289,000 results. I'm not even going to scroll over here yet because pandemic is way too big a topic for me to even think about writing a paper, especially if you've only got a paper that's like 3 or 4 pages long. So go over here to subject, click that open. And now inside of here, all of these are the words that the database knows goes with pandemic and will have material that you could look for. So this is where you can start thinking about things that are going to be of interest to you. Do you want to look for research? Interesting. What about the flu pandemic? Ooh, the influenza pandemic. That might be interesting to you. Thinking about disease transmission, thinking about pandemic in animals, thinking about national security. I don't know. At that point, it's going to be really up to you to see what you feel like. Today kind of feel like COVID-19. So right now, I have search terms of pandemic and COVID-19 right there. So we're down to 82,000 materials here. Nah, I'm not interested yet, not even looking at it. So what other subjects could I throw in there? All right, so because again, pandemic is a huge topic, COVID-19 is a huge topic. So a lot of possibilities come in here. So looking to see what Donald Trump and Joe Biden and governors have to say about the pandemic, that'd be interesting. Looking at masks in the pandemic, also, I would be very interested in that. Please wear your mask when you go outside, folks. Let's see. I think I feel like public health though today, because maybe I'm in nursing or something like that, and I want to write a public health themed paper. All right, so we're down to about 5,600 results. That's still pretty good. I'm still not even going to bother to look because I'm still just trying to make sure that I have just what I want before I even start in on looking at the resources. So, one thing that I definitely know about the pandemics and about public health is there is a lot of bad information out there. So, if you've been on social media, lots of people don't really know about public health and COVID 19, but are sharing their opinions freely. That is not who I want. I don't want some bozo off the internet. I definitely do not want some just nutty conspiracy theories. None of that. I want reality. There is no reality in conspiracy theories for me. So, what I'm going to do is click on peer reviewed journals right there. What that means is before this article, all of these articles got published, all about 1,300 of them got published. Several other people had to read them and agree, yes, good research, good strategy. The data that you have makes sense. The conclusions that you have drawn make sense. So it's not just some lone nut job. It is the consensus of several people in the profession. That doesn't always mean that it's entirely correct, but it means the research was done well, the information has a better chance of being correct. It's something we can rely on for right now. Okay, so I'm down to 1,300 and some. Interesting. All right. Let's see. What looks good? I don't know. We were just talking about social media. So let's click on this article. It does look interesting. So, the pandemic of social media travels farther than the COVID-19 outbreak. It's got several authors. That can be a really good sign. So, let's open this up. And that opens in another page. So, we're just going to pop over there to that page. Now, this is where Sorry, sometimes in the library catalog, it's a little harder to find something than you hope it might be. That's because of the way the publishers make it available to us. But don't worry, it's always there. So there's nothing really on this page except the article has been cited 3 times. Cool. So you just look around for a link. This link right here, this DOI link, that means that's where the article lives. So now we go to, this is where the article lives, the Journal of Travel Medicine. It's from Oxford Academic. That sounds reputable. It sounds like we're in a good place. So look on here and see what we have. All right, some information. That sounds good. Uh, I could also download that into a PDF if I want, and I kind of do. So let's go ahead and open it in a nice PDF form. Makes it easy to read. If you want to print it, it's easy to print this way. So we can make that fit to our page. It'll be easier to read online. So this is secret librarian information. Exciting. So you see, first of all, that this was submitted in February of 2020. That means this happened right at the beginning of COVID-19. So it's not the most current, up-to-date information, but that's okay. Scroll down through it, and you get to the end. So let's say we read through all the article. You read through the whole thing, looks great, really happy with it. And now you see the references, all of this. Let's say your teacher told you, not only are we writing this paper about a current event, but you're going to need to have like a bibliography of 20 materials. If you go to these references right here, they're probably on the same topic. They're probably on the same thing that this article that we're reading. So you just need to go through and look these up and just make sure that they fit, and that they work for you. It's one of those little secret, easy tricks that everybody doesn't necessarily think of, but it would make your life much, much simpler if you did. So we're going to go back to the initial page where all of our results were. All right, we're back on this. So you've got a bunch of other material here that you could browse through and just do the same thing. It's peer reviewed. That's definitely good. That's a good standard. It's open access. That means anybody can have access to it. The library did not need to pay a fortune for us to have it. So definitely good. And then just keep narrowing down your topic until it absolutely works for you. So hopefully all of that made sense, and you understand now a little bit better how you could use the catalog to narrow down a research topic for yourself. But we don't want to leave you alone. So if you have more questions, go ahead and email us. We are at library@sctcc.edu. You can follow us on Twitter. We post a lot of good, useful information to you there. Plus, we post a few cute pictures. You might enjoy those. If you want to, we'll set up a Zoom session for you individually so that we can help you make sure that you're finding the best information. And of course, if you're on campus, stop in, say hi, look around, see how we're doing. All right. Thanks so much. We'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.